and welcome back to Fluttering Butterflies. My name is Michelle, and for this video I'm going to be talking to you about the 3 books that I read during the month of September that counts towards the British Books Challenge that I'm hosting on my blog Fluttering Butterflies, and also the YAShot readathon. I will leave links down below to both of those. Basically every month during 2015 I have talked to you about the books that I've read during the month that have been written by British authors. These aren't all the books that I read during the month, just the books by British authors. And of course YAshot is a literary event happening at the end of October, and I'm hosting a readathon to read books by the authors that are attending. Full disclaimer, the 3 books that I'm going to be talking about today, I bought this book myself. This book was sent to me by the author, and this book was sent to me for review by the publisher. All of those things do not impact my thoughts or opinions on these books, but I thought you should know. So let's get started. The first book that I read during the month of September that count for both of these things is The Dead House by Kurtagich. I'm not going to talk too much about this book because I've already uploaded a full review with lots more of my thoughts about this book, but this is a young adult horror novel by a debut author. And it's amazing! Really, really good. It's very creepy and unsettling and emotional. I loved the characters and their relationships together. I loved the elements of demonic possession and mental health disorders, and this book is so very good. Alright, so the second book that I wanted to talk to you about today is All of the Above by Dawson. This was a really interesting story. It wasn't what I was expecting, if I'm honest. This book is very much a book about identity and friendships and school. I thought that the main character's sexual fluidity storyline would play more of a focal point in the story, and that didn't quite happen. There was a lot of other things going on. I think that there wasn't anything kind of unifying that ties all of the different threads of this storyline together, and for that reason I probably didn't enjoy it as much as I was hoping to. It is a really good story, and it tackles some interesting subjects. Sexual fluidity, like I said, sexuality in general, an eating disorder, relationships, friendships, love. It does have some really interesting themes to this story. I just wanted it to be a little bit more cohesive in terms of putting everything together, but I think that the book itself makes kind of an issue of it, and says within the narrative that life is messy, and that this story kind of follows that same sort of message, in that there isn't going to be a nice neat bow at the end, which is great that it reflects life, but it doesn't, but I just wanted something a little bit more to grab me. This is going to be such a quick video today, I can't believe it. Now this third book I'm hoping to do another video on soon because I absolutely adore the author, and of course I'm talking about Louisa Reid, the author of Black Heart Blue. Last year I believe it was, I read her second book, Lies Like Love, and I absolutely loved it. I loved that it was really dark and emotional, and it felt like Louisa Reid had just gotten under my skin with this book. And so I did pick up Black Heart Blue last year, hoping to get to it, and for whatever reason it kind of languished on my shelves. It was very, very good. It was, again, not at all like I expected it to be. I didn't know a great deal about this book beforehand, only that it tackled some darker subjects. Finally attending a secondary school after years of being homeschooled and the very different ways in which they cope. There is 2 different timelines to this and 2 different perspectives, before and after, and now before is the story of Hepzibah, prettier of the 2 twins, and how she gets on at school, making friends, finding a boyfriend, trying to move on from their difficult home life, and after is the story of Rebecca and how she deals with the death of her sister. And I loved the structure of this novel. I don't normally like differing timelines together with different perspectives, but I loved it in this book. I really ramped up the intrigue. I didn't know what would happen to Hepzibah. I loved that the differing timelines and perspectives made me think differently of the main characters in the book as I was going along. It was just so very emotional and thought-provoking, and it kind of squeezed at my heart a lot. It was a really good book, and I really recommend both Black Heart Blue and Lies Like Love. That's it from me today. Here are the 3 books that I read during the month of September. Really enjoyed all of these books. Do let me know in comments which you've been reading lately by British authors or by YAshot authors, in fact. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.